In October 2017, something extraordinary entered our solar system, something unlike anything humanity had ever seen. Astronomers detected a faint, fast-moving object cutting across the night sky. It wasn't from our neighborhood. This was the first confirmed visitor from another star, an interstellar traveler that had journeyed for millions of years through the dark between worlds. They named it Oumuamua, a Hawaiian term meaning the scout, or the messenger. The name fit perfectly. It seemed to arrive with purpose, as if it carried a story from somewhere far beyond human reach. From the moment it was spotted, Oumuamua defied every rule of space science. Its orbit wasn't elliptical like comets or asteroids. It was hyperbolic, showing that it wasn't trapped by the sun's gravity. It came in fast, swung past our star, and shot back out, a true one-way visitor. Its speed was astonishing, tens of kilometers per second, faster than any rock we'd ever seen drifting through the solar system. And its shape, that was stranger still. Unlike the rounded forms of most space debris, Oumuamua appeared elongated, perhaps 10 times longer than it was wide, like a cosmic shard or flattened spindle tumbling through the void. No known natural object looked quite like it. Even stranger, it had no tail, no gas or dust like a comet should have, yet it mysteriously accelerated as it left the sun. It was as if something invisible was pushing it. No standard model of physics could explain the behavior completely. Scientists offered many possibilities. Some said it might be a fragment of exotic ice, hydrogen or nitrogen, slowly evaporating in ways we couldn't easily detect. Others wondered if sunlight itself was pushing it, the way a gentle breeze moves a sail. If its surface were reflective and thin enough, light pressure could account for its strange acceleration. That theory raised a daring question. Was Oumuamua natural, or designed? Could it have been a piece of alien technology, perhaps a probe, drifting between stars long after its makers were gone? It was an unsettling thought, yet impossible to ignore. For months, scientists debated fiercely, balancing skepticism with curiosity. One thing was certain: this object didn't behave like anything else we'd ever observed. When the James Webb Space Telescope launched years later, one of its quiet hopes was to revisit the mystery. Webb's infrared vision could see farther and deeper, tracking faint heat signatures across interstellar space. And when data finally arrived, astronomers detected chemical traces that hinted at something remarkable: complex organic compounds, the kind that form the foundation of life itself. Alongside them were rare elements not common in our own solar system. This meant that Oumuamua likely came from a place very different from our own, perhaps a young, turbulent star system still forming planets. Some scientists suggested it might even carry the seeds of life, microscopic molecules traveling across galaxies through time. This idea, called panspermia, proposes that life may spread through space aboard wandering objects like this. If that's true, then Oumuamua isn't just a visitor, it's a messenger of creation itself, carrying the chemistry of life between stars. Other theories remain equally powerful. It might be a fragment from a shattered world, a planet torn apart by a massive star or black hole, flung into the cosmos as debris. If so, then every scar on its surface is a relic of cosmic catastrophe. Whatever its origin, Oumuamua changed everything. It forced us to accept that the void between stars is not empty, it's filled with travelers, relics, and possibly messages from faraway systems. Today, astronomers are preparing for the next interstellar visitor. New survey telescopes scan the skies night after night, and projects like Breakthrough Starshot imagine sending ultra-fast probes to chase these objects, to finally see one up close. Oumuamua's brief visit did more than challenge science. It awakened something ancient in the human spirit. For generations, we've looked to the stars seeking meaning, believing the heavens to be distant, silent, and unchanging. But then came this slender traveler, small, silent, and utterly alien, cutting across the void and reminding us that the universe is alive. It carried no light, no signal, no roar of engines. And yet, it spoke volumes, not through words, but through mystery. It was a whisper from the deep, a reminder that the story of life, matter, and consciousness may stretch far beyond the boundaries of Earth. For the first time, humanity wasn't just looking at the universe was looking back. A single object from another star system had entered our own, moving through our neighborhood like a message in a cosmic bottle. We didn't know who, or what, sent it. But its presence asked questions we were barely ready to face. What if the universe is filled with wanderers like this, fragments of lost worlds, ancient probes, or silent witnesses to the birth and death of stars? What if our galaxy is not a cold, empty sea, but a vast network of invisible paths, carrying stories older than civilization itself? Oumuamua's strange acceleration, its tumbling motion, its lack of a comet tail, all these clues left scientists searching for answers. Was it natural? Was it crafted? Or was it something in between, a product of physics so advanced, it appears as art? As the James Webb Space Telescope and other observatories continue to search the skies, they carry with them the lessons of that brief encounter. They remind us that discovery rarely arrives with clear answers. Sometimes, it arrives as a question that refuses to fade. Perhaps, Oumuamua was born in the chaos of a distant stellar nursery, where newborn suns hurled debris into the interstellar dark. Perhaps it drifted for eons, passing through regions of intense radiation, its surface scarred by cosmic storms and ancient collisions. Or perhaps, in some unimaginable past, it was designed for travel, built to endure the cold eternity between stars, carrying knowledge, or even a purpose long forgotten. We may never know. But in that uncertainty lies the beauty of science itself. Because mystery is not the enemy of understanding, it's the beginning of it. Oumuamua changed the way we see ourselves. Before it, we believed the stars were separate worlds, impossibly far away. After it, we understood that the distance between them is not empty space, but a bridge of endless possibility. Even now, as it drifts farther and farther into the dark, somewhere beyond the reach of our instruments, Oumuamua continues its silent voyage. It will outlast our cities, our civilizations, and perhaps even our sun. And yet, its story, the brief moment when it passed through our skies, will remain etched into the human record. Maybe, countless years from now, another world will look up and see that same traveler gliding past their star. They will measure its path, its strange spin, its unnatural silence. And somewhere in their language, they too will ask, who sent this? Where did it come from? And perhaps they'll wonder if, once long ago, this same object had passed near a small blue planet orbiting a yellow sun. A planet filled with life, curiosity, and beings who called it the messenger. Because in truth, Oumuamua is more than a mystery, it is a mirror. It reflects our curiosity, our longing, our hunger to understand the universe and our place within it. It reminds us that the cosmos is not a distant backdrop to our story, but the very stage on which it unfolds. One visitor, one question, one brief moment, and everything changed. Oumuamua came and went, but its legacy endures. A reminder that the unknown is not something to fear, but something to follow. And somewhere, out there in the endless dark, the messenger still travels, a silent witness to the dreams of the species that once paused to notice it, and dared to wonder if it had come to notice them in return.